The turtle soup strategy is one of the most powerful strategies in ICT's methodology. Yet, most traders completely misunderstand how to trade it. Today, I'm breaking down the turtle soup strategy in the simplest way possible. I'll show you exactly what it is, how to use it, and most importantly, how to use it to maximize profits. And I'm even going to walk you through trades that I've taken using this exact approach. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete understanding on how to use the turtle soup pattern and be able to implement it starting today in your own trading. Let's dive in. So in basic definition, this will classify as a turtle soup. A turtle soup is simply a very simple way possible, a false breakout strategy. So it's a reversal. It derives from the turtle traders. The turtle traders back in the 80s and 90s, there was a book around them, I believe, and it was that they were breakout traders. Price has a level of support right here. You get a break. And this right here is where they would enter short, and the turtle soup is because you make a soup out of that because they get rinsed right back up and price gets taken to the opposite direction. Now, a lot of you guys know that I'm one of the best reversal traders out there, and a lot of my trading becomes from turtle soups. So what are some ways that we can use to identify these turtle soups? A clear support resistance level, a break behind this level, and quickly and typically a V-shape right back up. It often occurs at liquidity zones where stop losses are clusters. There's a bunch of stops there, there's a bunch of people ready to go short. They get trapped right in there, and boom, we take the opposite direction and we trade. This is very similarly how we talk about liquidity sweeps. It's where smart money pushes price beyond a level to collect stop losses before reversing. So let's go over a trade I took today. Here we have two equal lows, right? We have equal lows sitting, and we have this whole imbalance sitting to the left that price flushed through. Price closed under this, and a lot of traders this morning, they decided to short. Why? They said, hey, we close all under all this imbalance. We took out these lows. More than likely, we're gonna go lower to fill this gap that's all the way down here. But what did we get? We got a V-shape right back up. Now, I'm not entering as soon as low or high is getting taken. If that was the case, price will forever stay sideways. We're looking for an actual entry trigger. So the turtle soup is pretty much a pattern you're looking for, but then you're looking for a lower time frame entry trigger. So what was that for me? So if we jump, this is the 15-minute time frame. Let's jump to the 5-minute. So on the 5-minute, I will have my level that will classify as a turtle soup. Then what I wait for price is to disrespect the first bearish imbalance since it was the trend. So you can see this is our first bearish imbalance, and boom, we are now not entering the trade. We're still waiting. I'm gonna take my Fibonacci tool. If you do not use the Fibonacci tool, make sure you go watch my other videos, and I will fib the bottom and top of the latest move that broke that bearish imbalance, as you can see right there. And now I'm looking for a retest into the fair value gap that's sitting below the 0.5 of that Fibonacci pull, which was also an inversion fair value gap. So boom, double points there. I can mark this out as IFVG. It's sitting right there. I would enter a long position as soon as we tap into it, as we did right there, setting a stop loss below my golden pocket and target the opposite end of my TR pocket, opposite end of liquidity, whatever my target might be for the day, to catch this trade. And this is exactly how we use turtle soup in a real-time trade. I took this trade today on Friday, May 23rd, live in my group. We caught a huge winner and everybody was stoked. What's important to know here is that I didn't just take a trade because some lows taken out. The biggest mistake I see is that traders, when they're trying to practice turtle soups, they'll look at any low that gets taken out, like, oh, there was a support area right here. Let me just buy it because it's a turtle soup. The truth is, turtle soup alone is not a trade of itself. Turtle soup alone is pretty much telling you potential reversals coming, but you need a lower time frame confirmation to confirm the reversal and actually take the trade. You have to use all the other confluences alongside it to actually take it. And my favorite is to use an IFVG that gets disrespected opposite direction and then a retest. Look, I'm not just entering right here because this would be, if I took an IFVG just entry, look how bad my risk reward is. It's quite up, right? What I'm looking for is the retest of that price. I'm looking for if it's a true A+ setup with the turtle soup. It's gonna give you a retest entry because the turtle soup is telling you, hey, now we should be running this back all the way to the top of the range. If we're gonna be running up all the way to the top of the range like we're doing here, do you think it's gonna happen in 1 or 2 candles? No, it's gonna slowly happen as the waves of the markets move up. All the liquidity get trapped in down here under the turtle soup low. This, if we wanna be funny, we could add an emoji. We can add a turtle emoji to it. These were the soups we're trying to take to breakout trade. We trapped them, and then we looked for entries. And now we have a market maker, my model, moving towards this direction. And there's no better way to learn these type of setups and these type of techniques than with live trades, with real executions. Because if I show you just like, hey, this is what it looks like, and I draw a nice little picture, it looks perfect in hindsight, but this is how it looks in real time. You want to be patient, you want to wait for this break and retest. The number one issue is people are just entering too early and getting stopped out way too easily. Write down in your notes that your entry should be an IFVG, a retest using your Fibonacci as well. And you should always have a positive risk reward. You gotta be quick with your stop losses. Look how tight I keep my stop loss under my golden pocket. And if my trade lined up with the golden pocket, as the fair value gap will be there, then I would keep my stop loss below the candle that was last created with the fair value gap, which in this case will be this 925 candle. Now for the profit targets, what I tend to look for is I tend to look for at least a 0.5 of the move down that created turtle soup. So in this case, the 0.5 will amp to 20,982. And then my last TP will be recovering the whole move, which in this case would be all the way up here at 1,770. And as this trade is playing out, I'm not just letting it run, I'm moving up my stop loss as it makes sense based on the charts. So we see here, we get our first move up and we pretty much hit our TP of our 0.5. Now my stop loss becomes the candle close below the latest fair value gap. So I'm trailing my stop there as I'm pushing my TP higher to look for my last targets. And now see, hey, we have a bullish fair value gap. If we're gonna stay bullish, this needs to be respected. And it gets respected by the 5-minute candle to close above it. So as the 5-minute candle closes above it, I'm like, hey, I'm still in this trade. I'm trailing my stop out because I don't want to lose all the gains if it comes back down and I was wrong. We never want to enter these trades before the confirmation, because you could be wrong and price could just break out in a direction. Also, I really like the turtle soups because it combines all time frames together. It combines 4 hours, 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 5 minutes, and it works also in all time frames. We have to keep in mind that this works best in ranging markets. So you want price to be ranging for some time and then create a turtle soup. Kind of like we saw here, we saw price range for all these 4-hour candles, then boom, huge candle down, trap the shorts and the longs under that trade and turtle soup right back up. If you want to see me trade these setups live and want personalized feedback on your trades, consider my mentorship program. I work with a small group of traders who are committed and are wanting to learn these concepts without the 11 years of pains and struggles that I had to go through. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.